Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weekly call for our special community group here. And again, I am here in my son's bedroom because the kids are in the dining room where my desk is. My wife has the office, so here I am doing my call here today. Now, if you have posted your questions previously, or if you have questions, you can join the call and you can comment and be part of it. If you want to even join me on a live call, we can actually talk together at the same time, talk about whatever you need. That's something we can do too. And I know I missed a couple of weeks, the previous weeks, but now I'm going to be trying to do this on a more consistent basis. So consistently trying to have a weekly call with you to invite your questions on your journey, entrepreneurship, professional branding, storytelling, whatever you are working on, because all of you in this group are certainly linked by the common thread of building a stronger thought leadership brand, to ramp up your business, your career, to have more alignment in your life, and to work on content storytelling and pieces like that. So that's really what this is all about. And again, I encourage each and every one of you that is in this special unique group to share your journey. Like if you have a content piece you want some feedback on, you have a video you want some feedback on, you want to share people your personal brand statements, your why statements, you want to get some feedback on anything, or even just getting updates, that's what this room is for, and that's what that's what we're here for. So normally what I expect people to do, or ask people to do, is to share questions that they want answered, and then I'll answer them and I'll discuss them. And I even invite you to come join me on stage, or if you actually are watching this live, you can actually join me and be part of the conversation around this. So so that's you're invited to join me on the live. We can just start talking about how things are going and checking in, being accountable, having more focus. That's really what it's about. So if you have questions, you can type in the comments below. I'll try to get them now or afterwards. But if no one's here on the call, then I'll end it sooner. But I want to make sure I'm available to each and every one of you for at least 30 minutes. One of the things that comes up a lot, particularly in questions, is how do I keep up my momentum? And what I can tell you is that, if you've ever done any sort of community-based support group, so whether it's Weight Watchers, or whether it's Alcoholics Anonymous, or even things like network marketing, right, like Amway, they always say, come to the meetings. Why? Why do they say that? Come to the meetings, come to the meetings. Well, the truth is that if you come to meetings, what does it do to you? Well, one, there's camaraderie and community support. So meeting people and seeing them in person and all that kind of stuff has a strong bonding effect, particularly if you do it consistently over a long period of time. Pretty soon, if you don't show up, you'll start to miss those people, and you'll miss the story shared, the learning shared, feeling part of something bigger than yourself. But the other reason they do it is because when you create that type of community, you create greater accountability. If you signed up for something, excuse me, what? Sorry for that, my throat. If you sign up for something, whether it's a yoga class for 10 weeks, or a course for 10 weeks, or anything for 10 weeks, whatever it might be, you're more likely to show up. And I was part of an eating for a diabetes control support group at the local hospital, and I could walk there. It was great, and every time I went, I actually liked going because the facilitator shared some really good knowledge and information. It was a chance for me to ask any question I wanted. The environment was extremely supportive because everyone there was going through something similar. Just like in this group, you're all going through something similar. You're all trying to figure out, how do I get to that next level? How do I get to that next step? How do I get that next speaking gig, or build my business, build my brand, get that promotion, whatever it might be. But every one of you are on a similar journey to build and grow your career or your professional life to that next level. That's why a lot of you are here. And so, in that food group, it was great to hear people's stories and journeys, and they're all at different levels. And what's interesting is I was actually ahead of everybody, because I actually I was there for 8 weeks, and I was already on a weight loss journey. And by the time I got to the 7th or 8th week, they're like, "Bobby, you look so different." And I'm like, "Yeah, I've already lost 15 pounds." They're like, "What are you doing?" And I shared what I was working on, how I was doing it, and things like that. I talked about the importance of accountability and support groups and things like that. And what was interesting is that they were valuing me as a member, because I had my own contribution because I was in the space of coaching and motivation and leadership and things like that. So it went really well for me to help them to be a part of that. The other thing I found really interesting and motivating is that I found motivation from people who were both ahead of me and behind me. So people who were ahead of me, I was like, wow, how'd you do that? How'd you get there? I asked questions, and next thing you know, I'm motivated and inspired to do the same thing. And there were a lot of people, particularly in this weight, because people were everyone was diabetic, they had medical complications, and they're overweight. And some people were in really difficult situations. I found that motivating too, because I didn't want to get to that point. It's a very common thing where we're motivated by pain points and bliss points. The bliss point of wanting to be where that person was, I wanted that feeling. The pain point, I didn't want to feel the pain of what that other person was feeling, and so I moved away to try to get away from that. And so these are things that again are a great piece of being part of a supportive community coaching group. That's what it's about. So if anyone's watching this video and if you want to join me to chat, you're more than welcome to. If you have questions, you can comment below. I'd love to get your comments below, and share questions, share thoughts about what I'm talking about, because again, I'm trying to make these are a weekly call for 30 minutes at least, and you'll get more out of it if you are here, or if you're not able to be here, comment on the post afterwards, or you can suggest to me other times that might work, because I'm pretty flexible. I chose this time because it was free my schedule, and I know some people in this group are 5 or 6 hours ahead of us, so I try to keep that in mind. But let me know where you're at. But I can tell you that's why support groups are so powerful, and so that's why I think it's important to be mindful of that and to use it. Now, the other thing that comes up is people drop off and they don't participate anymore. Why is that? Well, because we're all busy. I get it, and that's another reason why they say go to meetings. When you go to meetings, there's accountability, there's support. You start to realize, and the people who participate start to reap the benefits, and the ones who don't, they don't get anything from that. So that's something I think is a challenge for a lot of people as well, because some people will participate and ask questions. I have another coaching group on my Speaker Mastermind program, and my best student who asked questions like every couple of days and every week, he's now a successful speaker traveling all around the world now. It's amazing. Like, he's my best student, but he put in the work, and now he's doing quite amazing with that. So I always encourage people to just put questions or comments in the comment box. You can even like put in like little, I don't know what things can you do. You can put like little you can put little emojis and little hearts and stars like that. See, like that. I just did that. See I did that. See, it's very easy to do that. How fun is that? So anyone can put in like little stars, emojis, and comments, and engage in the conversation. But I can tell you that it's a very common thing for people to drop off when they're done a course or done any sort of program. I used to teach a 7-week GMAT course. So for 7 weeks, I taught a GMAT course to 6 to 12 people. We formed a bond. We'd go for drinks afterwards. We'd talk about work and whatever, and we build a connection. And then I said, after this is over, make sure you continue the connection. Start having, and what I would do actually, I was to tell them, I said, if you guys can prove to me that you can meet as a study group for at least 2 more times together outside of this class, and you have to take a photo and send it to me, then I will come to the third session. I will tutor you guys for 2 hours. And that was a motivation I gave them. And not everyone did it, but some did. And the other stat that I tell them is that, people would pay for that 7-week course about $1,500 US. And at the end of that 7-week course, I always told people, what percentage of people will actually do the work to write the GMAT? And what was interesting is that the number was so low. Only 25% or 30% of people would actually write the GMAT. The other 70% would not. For whatever reason, life, busyness, overwhelm, uncertainty. And that's why it's so important to have community. That's why we have to have these weekly calls. That's why I encourage you to have weekly posts. On Monday I say, share your posts, share your links. Did you write something on LinkedIn? Did you share something on Facebook? Just give me the link so that we can all take a look at it and support you. On Wednesdays, we have the live call. On Fridays, we try to have a daily tip. And other people are contributing too. Like you see, Nadeem shared this really great post. Again, that's adding value, because the other thing is that there's value not just from me posting stuff. Because, I'm happy to be here and give you tips, and happy to be here to support you for sure. That's my job. But you have an opportunity to share your thoughts and your ideas. And what I find is the brain trust of the room is powerful, because we've seen people in this room like Nadeem, like Angie, who have all shared their Marissa. There's a couple other people that have shared their thoughts and insights into what people are doing, what they're working on, and I think that's really great. That's what makes a community group so important and so powerful. So I encourage people to do that. Now that said, if there are no questions, I kind of talked for a little bit, but I can't talk for the full 30 minutes without having specific questions to work on. Then I'm going to end the call early, like I did last week. But I'm letting you know right now that I'm available to talk for 30 minutes. I'm available to answer any question you have on your mindset, your confidence, your struggle around your content, your brand, your why, your marketing copy. Whatever you need help on, I'm here and make myself accessible to you. So it's up to you to make the most of that and take advantage of this stuff, because you earned the right to be here, and I want to make sure that I serve you with the best value you need. But yeah, I mean, if there are no questions, then I'm not going to stay on for the full 30 minutes. You're certainly welcome to ask questions even in the comments of this video, and I'll get to them within 24 to 48 hours. But for now, if there are no questions, I will sign off, and I will let you know again that community creates accountability, and it creates connectability, and it leads to far more opportunity and growth for what you're trying to do. I always talk about the 5 C's, which is clarity, coaching, community, confidence, and consistency. And if you have all those 5 things, you're more likely to have success in your life. So with that, I will leave you. I will add that if anyone knows anyone in your group or social network, I'm doing the 5-day challenge again in June, on June 14th to the 18th. If you know anyone that likes to be part of this, please send them a link or send them my way, and I'd love to get them involved with that next session. All right. So with that, wishing you all the best. Stay safe, and I'll be back next week. And again, don't forget, you can share your content. I'll be here with tips on Friday, and a link to share your own links on Monday, and then Wednesday I'll be back again. All right. So long. Stay safe. Talk to you soon. Bye.